Saying that political violence is never the answer comes from a place of privilege. Because when we look back at history, we don't look at the Black Panthers who were defending their communities against police brutality and white supremacy. They weren't bad people. They were protecting their communities against violence. And sometimes they had to use violence to accomplish that task. Fascism during World War II wasn't fought with hugs and kisses and healthy debate. It was fought with violence. We don't look at the French as bad people for overthrowing their government violently because the government was starving the people. We don't look at the violence that John Brown committed as bad. John Brown freed and armed slaves and helped fight against slave owners. We don't look back at that and think that he was a bad person. We look back at that and view it as a noble and worthy fight. Now, is this a video of me advocating for violence? No, it is not. I'm also tired of hearing the naive narrative that political violence is never the answer. JFK put it best: if you make peaceful resolution impossible, you make violent revolution inevitable. And I don't say all these things to rally the troops to start committing more violence. I'm not saying that at all. But I also understand why the Black Panthers armed themselves to defend against violence. I also understand why the French fought for their ability to eat. How can we look back at the revolutions throughout all of South America that gave their people the ability to read and write, to eat, to have steady jobs, to have a healthy economy as bad things? Those things weren't accomplished through peaceful means. Unfortunately, the powers that be forced them into a position where the only option they had left was to resist violently. And obviously this isn't what I want for our world. But I also understand that saying that it's never the answer is a position of privilege. But I can't tell a starving and oppressed community not to resist because it's never the answer. Ideally, in a healthy society, we could express the things that are bothering us and our government would listen. But as history has taught us, governments don't like to listen to their people. And there are peaceful means in which to resist the system. You can plan protest and actually show up for your community, because together we are strong. And if we all work together to show that we're unhappy with the way things are, the government has to listen. But this takes organization. This takes everybody working together as a unified entity against the powers that be. And this can be done peacefully. But this is assuming that everybody works together to put aside our differences to work towards a common goal that helps all of us, not just a privileged few. Thank you all so much for watching, and I appreciate your face.